like why even try? Plus, it's NA still, so what, like maybe 10 horsepower possibly? Boy, it's been a long day. All right, so if you've been following along and you watched last week's video, you'll know that right now we are going to do a little bit of maintenance to the Mustang because we had a bit of a hiccup, I guess you could say. So our, very trusted people over at LMR provided some new injectors. Sorry, they didn't provide, I bought these injectors. I bought new injectors from LMR. These are not LU47s, they're not anything else. They are just stock replacements for the Mustang. That's all I need. I get it. Look, E85 would be awesome. But when I go racing at the track, like road racing, there's no 85. And this car goes through 3 tanks of gas, 93 pump gas in one day. So if there's no E85 pumps around, it's almost like why even try? Plus, it's NA still, so what, like maybe 10 horsepower possibly? I don't know. Yeah, nonetheless, we've got new injectors because at wide open throttle, you can hear the engine breaking up, and I've got burbles on D-cell, and not to mention these injectors are like 10 years old. So there's going to be 2 main things that we take care of in this video. That's going to be replace injectors, easy. Second thing is we're going to pull all the spark plugs and check spark plug gap. Now, here's a little thing I found on Amazon, simple little tool. Basically, what this does is you put your spark plug in here. You can kind of drop that gap. You take standard little feeler gauges and you set the gap to your spark plugs so that you can gap. I don't know what happened there. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna pull the fuel rail. Should be a fairly painless process. I think it's just 4 10mm bolts. We're gonna pull the fuel rail and we're gonna go ahead and get swap out those injectors. So you know what? Actually, that might be a good idea. Let's take off our crunchy fuel rails. If you know, you know. Get these out the way. Yeah, we need to unplug all. Like I don't know what I was thinking. Just fuel rail. All right, first let's unplug this fuel rail. I love that these plugs aren't falling apart. There we go. Because fuel will come out of this. So, we got our dash 10. And we get our dash 6. Let's see if this thing's done bleeding pressure. Okay, nice. Stick that right there. Don't leak, you don't leak either. Good. Pop the cold packs off, just out, just a little bit, and we're gonna push down on the plug and out. All right, so injectors are pretty simple to take off. It's just got this little clip right here that just kind of it wraps around. Ooh, come on now. There it goes. And then you can take this guy out. Come. Oh, there we go. Sheesh. Seems alright, but there we go. All the injectors are out. So, when you do injectors, this wouldn't be a bad idea that you get some kind of grease to help slip the new injectors in, okay? And don't worry, it's not going to mess with how they seal or anything like that. But boy, does it help, right? Because these O-rings are dry, and you don't want to tear them. So I'm going to take these guys all out. Their little individual boxes. Brand new guys. So I'm going to take our grease, open it up right there. Now, I don't know if this is obvious or not, but this end goes into the fuel rail. So take a little grease, and you just want to rub some around. And then you slip in, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Got a little dab of grease. There we go. Just around that O-ring. Makes it just slide in with no tears to that O-ring. That's what we want. No O-ring tears. I think we're gonna keep that cap just for right now. Something else to note when you're installing the injectors, the plug goes opposite to this squared off end. So you want your square clip to go to the square end. That's how it keeps it kind of located. And then basically this should just slide right on. Like that. And so now that'll help kind of locate things, and let's go ahead and get it all late. Grease. So almost, kinda, same thing, okay? Just not really. Anyways, all right. Injector's greased up. Let's go ahead and put this back on the car. Very simple, very gently. Locate all 8 cylinders. Locate your little tabs. Okay, cool. So now we have all of them in the holes that they're supposed to go to. So you just want to put a little gentle push like that. You can kind of hear them all kind of drop in, creak in. Take your little bolts, you can drop that guy in, take the other 3, just like the first, drop them all in. Cool. Now before you go sticking power tools onto your engine, why don't you just go ahead, get that thread engagement going by hand. Very, very simple. Then we can go ahead and plug the injectors back in. Alright, fuel line bolted down. Great. So now we just gotta get our spark plugs out. Alright, so these guys aren't perfect, but that's not entirely bad. It does look like this nice little red oxide. It does seem a little bit heavy, but that's kind of why we're here. We suspect that the injectors are letting probably more than they should buy. So we're going to check our new spark plug thing. And then we have this guy. Now, factory Coyote, the factory Coyote gap is 50 thou. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. Okay, you guys aren't going to, you guys are probably, I don't know. If someone comes after me for this, for going for this close, so we got 024, 025. So together, this is a 5 thousandths gap. Right there. That's a little wide. That one's tight. 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 What? That front cylinder is freaking. That's wild. Okay. That one's tight. That one's tight. That one, it's all right. It's acceptable. Yeah, that one's tight too. Okay, so let's see how this guy works. So we're gonna let this out. This is nifty. Okay, so then let's get some room here. I'm gonna take my little feelers. I think we closed it up and then we got the gap now. So gonna call that good. And we can go ahead and reinstall all of our nice gapped spark plugs. Now look, man, it's America. If you want to take your spark plugs and just fucking just send it, right? You go for it, man. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to at least thread mine in carefully and just make sure so snug to the hand. If I can mess with spark plug. Spark plugs sockets are a must for this. Oh man. But do this by hand. We're going to tighten it by hand. And I'm going to go get a manual ratchet to tighten this down because we need them snug, right? We don't need them coming off, but we need them. You need them snug. Run these guys down. You don't need to tighten them. Those will strip. This is a plastic cover. All right. I think now, perhaps we can go crank this thing up, see if any trouble codes, run around the block, make sure everything's all hunky-dory, and I will get back to you. Oh man, the Mustang feels so much better. It feels healthy. Didn't video our test drive, but I think it's best I don't post that on the internet because this thing. Oh yeah, it's all I got to say. It's healthy. Knock sensors were just slamming timing because it was loving the cool air, the fuel, and the injectors actually delivering fuel. So I'm just, it's incredible. It's incredible. So I'm super happy with it. Car feels healthy. Everything was functioning as it should. And it kind of feels like a brand new car. And you know what? It bothers me that some of these things can sneak up on me. So just for you guys, stay on top of maintenance because it snuck up on me. It might sneak up on you. Just stay on top of it. And if you are on top of it, you don't even have to worry about it. So, next video is us. We are going to go make our chances back at HMP for the spectator racing. So, keep an eye out for the next video, which is going to be us trying to get some redemption, or at least showing up and being a strong competitor out there for the oval track racing. So last time we made it to semifinals. So hopefully we can get to the finals and possibly win that final, because we can't let our buddy old Travis win with a Ford Explorer, especially when we have this thing, right? Come on, come on. Anyways, it's good fun, healthy competition. And it's good that at least someone's challenging him. So, all right. Like the video. Comment down below what your thoughts are. And if it's your first time here, why don't you think about subscribing? And I will see you guys later.